So we took a quick trip out to the range here after work, just doing a quick ladder testing here for function and to check for pressure signs with the Blackout number 61 powder and a 147 grain full metal jacket. So I've got a few rounds here, we'll just shoot them and see what happens. So we've got 12 grains, we're going to work up to 17, which is probably not going to happen. We'll probably stop before then, but here's 12 grains right here just to see if it functions and cycles and lasts back. Alright, that was very soft recoil, and it locked open, holy moly. Very rounded primer, just barely even dimpled by the firing pin. I want to move up to 13 grains. Alright, that one cycled, locked open, still a very rounded primer. Good stuff so far, although I don't have a chronograph. That one was dead bullseye, centered at 50 yards, exactly perfect. So let's keep moving up to 13.5 grains. All right, perfect. So we're actually starting to get a report from the muzzle. It's starting to make some noise. I wouldn't call it recoil, but it is starting to kick. Still a very flat primer. I think we're safe to move on up to 14 grains. Okay. I know primers are a really horrible gauge for pressure, but these Genix that I'm using are fairly soft, and you can generally see them flattening when you see pressure signs. And I'm still having very rounded edges there, so up to 14.5 grains. Now we're smelling the gunpowder, and still brass is looking pretty good still. That was 14.5, let's try 15. Okay, so this one looks fine, but I'm a dummy. When I was loading, I did 2 charges at 15, so let's try the other one and see how it works. All right, very nice. Up to 15.5 grains. All right. Now I'm seeing some ejector swiping here, or from the extractor, one of those two things are pulling on the case head a bit. Dare I jump up to 16 grains and see how it acts? Our primers are still very rounded looking, but it's starting to hit our brass a little harder. I want to jump up to this next one and we'll see what it does. Well, that last ejector swipe I mentioned could have been on the brass before I even got to it, because this one looks fine at 16 grains. Primer's still fairly rounded. We're going up, folks. Yeah, so I'm actually starting to feel, I won't call it recoil, but it is starting to kick as much as the Blackout will kick. But our brass still looks, yeah, brass still looks great. Up to 17 grains, that's our maximum charge. One more to go. Last one at 17 grains, let's not blow our gun up. Alright. Okay, so that's the flattest I've seen our primers yet, but the brass still looks great. Maybe a slight bit of cratering starting to happen, but I don't want to go any higher than this, and I found out exactly what I wanted to, which is, will it cycle? How low can I go? How high can I go? So now we're going to go ahead and get back to the bench, and we'll load some of these up to shoot for groups. See you next time.